The man cannot reach the toolbox on the shelf. This is just our own way of thinking about Kaizen ideas. Okay. Now a man cannot reach the toolbox on the shelf. You look at it two ways. One is the man is too short to reach the toolbox. That's one way of looking at it. Or the toolbox is placed too high. So if man is too short to reach the toolbox, one, and if it is toolbox is placed too high is the second way of thinking, then what will be our solution? Okay, let's discuss. Okay, if man is too short to reach the toolbox, if somebody thinks like that, so what will be the solution? Stool will be provided. Excellent. Okay, so stool will be provided. Okay, suppose get a taller man. This guy is not suitable for this role. Okay, suppose the second is the toolbox is placed too high. If toolbox is placed too high, he can use an umbrella to pull down the bag. Look at how we start thinking, right? So if it is one direction, if toolbox is placed too high, then what are the alternate solutions? So keep the toolbox at a reachable place. Can be placed at a different suitable location. Employ a tall fellow. Okay, that is place a toolbox at the standard height, reduce the cupboard height, reduce height, put the stool. Putting shelf will be made with spring. Wow. Okay. There are different ways to look at, right? Don't keep the toolbox on the cupboard. Awesome. Now, this is what a small thing, this is what is brainstorming. Great. Okay. So I triggered your thinking by just showing one small example. Okay. Let me go a little bit deeper scientifically into Kaizen. And this sort of scientific explanation, in my opinion, Dinesh sir can acknowledge this, is not given in any books. Okay. This is my own way of interpretation. Okay. Scientifically. And in case you write a book, please feel free to use this approach. Okay. The interaction between, I'm talking about the word interaction. I'm using this word interaction because I'm an MSc Honors Mathematics student from BITS Pilani, and I approach this mathematically also. Okay, so I said the interaction between man and toolbox generate a problem. Yes or no? If there is no interaction, there is no problem. How many of you agree with me? Just because there is an interaction, there is a problem. If there is no interaction, there is no problem. For example, if I walk by that place, I go and see that, I mean, कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. Am I correct? My Hindi is correct. I don't know. Okay. So I have nothing to do with that. So there is no problem for me. But this guy has to take it every day. Then he has a problem. The interaction gives a problem. All right. So there is a toolbox. There is a man. If there is no interaction, there is no problem. What I'm trying to define is, okay, I'm trying to see there is a toolbox and a man now, and there is an interaction, and this interaction may create a problem. Okay, if this is clear, type super clear in the comment box, because I'm going to actually extend from here. This mathematical way of approach is not given in any books. If you liked this at the end of the session, you can say like to me. Okay, so multiple Kaizen ideas. Let's see from man's standpoint of view that he cannot reach. So when you see from, like people said, from man's point of view, he cannot reach, then naturally the answer you typed, use a footstool. So from the toolbox standpoint, place it at a lower shelf. That's what everybody said. Okay, so he put a footstool here, and then he removed the So the solution is that he put a stool like this and then, okay. So this is what some people say, place the toolbox at a lower shelf. Place the toolbox at the lower shelf if you look at from the other point of view. If you look at from the man point of view, it's a footstool. Okay, let's look at a different example. Somebody is washing the cup or a saucer, okay, and it gets broken. Somebody is washing the cup or a saucer and it gets broken. Now I'll give 1 minute to everyone to actually share as much ideas you can to prevent the cup or saucer, whatever utensils is washing, from being broken. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute and all of you should type. Okay, so it's very interesting to see. This is what I told interactions. Okay, keep typing, keep typing, keep typing. Okay, keep typing. I'll read all the things what you have written. Okay, right from the bottom, I'll start reading. Don't wash in forced water. Keep the sink full of water. Okay, handle with care. If you can't make it unbreakable, use proper SOP. Method should be used properly, he's saying. So don't wash. Pass it through hot chamber and then dry cloth chamber. Wow. Okay, use rubber mat. Okay, use rubber mat. I'm just switching off my video just to all of you to focus on chat box. Okay, design rubber gloves. Use disposable cups. Wash one at a time. Why are you washing so much at a time? Okay, wow, this is awesome. Okay, steel cup and saucer. Use rubber gloves. Adjust the water speed. Reduce water pressure. Turn off the water and reduce the water flow. Okay, increase. Use plastic cup. Okay, unbreakable utensil. Wash carefully. Method. Okay, wash in a container. Training. Give training to him. He's saying this guy is not trained. That's why things are broken. Sit on the ground and wash. Take proper time. Wow. Take proper time. Awesome. All right. This is really awesome interaction. Okay. Don't use more soap. Wow. Rajkumar Jagyasi sir. Coffee. It's bad. I like this. This is a time to quit. No, that was a wine cup. Okay. Sudarshan sir. Okay. Cup is too old. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I hope you're liking this. Okay, don't wash after drinking. Use rubber mat. All right, right. Okay, let us get into the details. Okay, so the problem here is a man broke a cup at the sink. That's a problem. Okay, still handle with care. Still a lot of things coming in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the wine cup really triggered some more interaction. Great. Okay. So how many components are interaction? Okay, honestly, this is my way of representing. Okay, there is a sink. So you can look from the sink point of view. There is a man. You can look from man point of view. There is a cup. You can look from cup point of view. And there is a method of washing. You can look at the method point of view. If this is interesting, valuable, please acknowledge that so that I'm convinced the way that I'm thinking is awesome. Okay. Okay. Now, when you brainstorm on Kaizen, make sure you get ideas from all perspectives of the interactions. Let's look at like this. Okay, I'm giving one example. Thank you. Thanks everyone for acknowledging that. And this is what makes me fascinating. Okay. Okay. This will give a focused brainstorming. True. Okay. This is what makes it so fascinating. Okay. So let's let's take this example and go into a simple example. Let's go into the little bit of depth, okay? Now, if you see here, there is this cup, which itself has a material, and there is a person holding the cup. That's a method of holding. Let's go into and there is a sink also, okay? So I'm dissecting that into components, nature, and solution. The components, nature, and solutions. All right. When you look at from cup point of view, the component is the cup. The nature of the cup is to break easily, and the solution might be unbreakable cup. If this is clear on a scale of 1 to 10, please give it a 9 or 10. Okay. Next, my question would be, if it is a cup, from man point of view, what is the nature and what is the solution? Let's see. From man point of view, what is the nature and what is the solution? What is a component? Component is man. What is the nature? What is the solution? Handle with proper grip with corrected methods. Wearing rubber gloves, fantastic. Basic common sense, okay? Kaizen is common sense. K-O-M-M-O-N, common Kaizen. I normally put it Kaizen Carnival, instead of C, I put K. All right, TK. So the nature of the man is to be careless. So you should work with caution. Suppose if it is a sink, what will you do? Okay, method. Component is a method. Then it is easy to slip and wear the rubber gloves. Okay. And if it is sink, with a solid surface, place a rubber mat. Does this make sense? If it makes sense, type MS in the comment box, okay? Does this make sense to trigger a Kaizen thinking when you have a problem? All right, great. Thank you. Fantastic. All right, so now I'm coming to cause and effect diagram. And from Kaizen, how to come to a cause and effect diagram. Normally, cause and effect diagram is to organize the causes. All of you, please, who are new to this plate, please take good notes. Brainstorming is to find out causes. Cause and effect diagram is to organize causes. And YY diagram is to, YY analysis is to find the root cause. For those experts, how many of you agree with me? Type agree in the comment box. Brainstorm is to identify or elucidate all possible causes. Cause and effect diagram is to organize the causes. There is also a word in statistics called stratification. There is also one new 7QC tool, it's called affinity diagram. Cause and effect diagram is also like stratifying under man-machine method material or affinity under a certain category. Now, let us try to see if whatever we have done in the previous slide, we can put it under cause and effect diagram. So the effect was the cup broke. And this guy is crying, wow, it's broken. The effect is the cup broke. And we said the interactions, the man and the method, the way that he is handling the gloves, and the cup. Okay, Now, whatever I'm going to put here is just for the thinking process. So please do not um, dive into this and say whether this what I put is right or wrong. Okay, I've put whatever that has come to my mind. Okay, let's say man, he was washing quickly. Maybe wash quickly, all right, or maybe he was careless. Method, probably it is his way of doing it. There is no standard way of doing it. It is his way. Or he was washing everything together. That was his method. Put everything. You know, some of my I've seen some of the my relatives. Okay, they all put everything and taka 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 taka, they'll wash together. Maybe washing with hands. Okay, plain hands. Sink. Maybe the sink has got hard bottom. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Or maybe its height is too much that it slips and when it falls, it breaks. Maybe the cup is not withstanding too much heat or something, right? Or it's not the right material that we should be using for the cup. Okay, now from how did we trigger a Kaizen thinking? We triggered it from a problem. Then we said the problem comes because of interaction. We found out what was interacting. And we said each of these interacting components, what are the things that we could do or possible causes that could actually create a problem. And from there, so we organize the causes and from there we'll find the solutions. Okay. So if this, so far, if it is clear on a scale of 1 to 10, please give 9 or 10 if it is clear. So far, I'll move to the next slide. During the COVID time, I liked this some new Kaizen ideas that came. And whatever I got in WhatsApp, I've just put it here. Okay. If you want to see that, just type BIO, bring it down in the comment box.
All of you may have seen this, but I'm just saying, I call it as a village Kaizen. Okay, these guys from village, and you would have seen a lot of WhatsApp this thing, but it's good to see this. So if you liked it, just give it a like. Okay.
All right. So coming back to now, to trigger Kaizen ideas, okay, there are a lot of Kaizen systems that we bring in, right? Some companies have Kaizen sheets. There are various ways of doing it. Please, please, please do not think that only this way is the best way. Let us all have open mind to look at various forms of generating Kaizens as well as expressing or displaying those Kaizens, okay? Displaying or communicating those Kaizens. Some people will have before and after boards like this or memos like this, we call, and they have it in the Gemba, they write it in the Gemba and then they discuss it. So this is one form. So do whatever you can do. Do whatever you can do stepwise. You need not jump, little improvements step by step so that at least we don't deteriorate. After we jump, we tend to deteriorate. At least by small improvements, we don't allow it to fall back. We actually, through team effort, we try to do some small step to at least retain or little bit of improve that. Okay, this is also one of the things that I found is nice.
So this is bird scare Kaizen, okay? A solution always exists. I was really fascinated. Fabulous, right? Awesome.
ಹಾಯ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಾರೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಹಾಕಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಡ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಡ.
I really admire. I keep collecting all that.